Uh-oh. Shit's alternating in its frame rate here. And it keeps saying I have a poor connection, but I don't know if this is really going to be the case. But this is my only option for doing this video, because I can't stream it, I can't stream it directly through YouTube itself. And I don't even know how this is, so I'm just going to wave this. See how we doing? Too sweet. Alright, well, it seems like I'm not going to be able to quite do this right, but yes, I am doing a collection video. Not any game collection per se off the gate. I don't want to do a game collection right off the bat, but I want to cover something a little more unique. Something I normally don't talk about on my channel, both here on YouTube, on Twitch, and on YouTube. Well, this is being recorded on Twitch right now, but if you're watching later on YouTube, yeah, guys. So, doing some VHS related stuff, and not just any VHS related thing, but I'm doing the Peanuts VHS stuff, because I'm a diehard fan of the Peanuts characters, you know, Snoopy, Charlie Brown, and all that jazz. Yeah, I'm a diehard fan of them, and out of nostalgic value, I wanted to go and get a complete Peanuts VHS collection of all, like, the major releases, and, like, I've been working on that for almost, like, what, a year or so now, almost? But it's done. It's been done for a while. I just haven't had time to do a video about it. And don't worry, I've got some other stuff planned in the works. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. Something that I normally never do. Curse the stinking Wi-Fi connection. It's annoying, but what can I do with the bit rate and all that here? Yeah, it's going out. Alright, I don't want to waste any more time. So, before we get started with this, I want to break this down. There are about 4 or 5 different categories. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, so there's about 5 categories in total for all the major Peanuts VHS releases. The classics / specials, which are the ones you would see that would normally air in prime time. The Snoopy double feature, which includes specials that are not long enough on their own to be featured in separate VHS releases. The Charlie Brown and Snoopy show, the Saturday morning show, basically, that aired in around the 80s or so. I don't remember exactly when it aired. Well, I can pull it up here real quick. It was, 1983 to 1986, so about the mid-90s, or not mid-90s, mid-80s, blah, 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 Freudian slip. Apologies, folks. Yeah, there's that. There are the This Is America Charlie Brown, which was the sub-series with the Peanuts eye look through certain historical events, and then all the theatrical movies that have been released over the years. In total, there are about 55 releases, and some of them do have different variants and such, so, yeah, let's just not waste any more time and let's get into the action. Let me get the music going. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm going to start with the regular specials first. I'm going to do, okay, shit, I should have thought about this better, but I'm going to do the slipcover ones and then the clamshell ones first. Okay, so first up we have a Charlie Brown Celebration, and by the way, these are all Paramount releases, by the way, so you're not going to see ones like You're in the Super Bowl, Charlie Brown, and ones that were not officially released through Paramount. Okay, this one is from 1995. Yeah, Charlie Brown Celebration, which was kind of basically a bunch of vignettes to celebrate the anniversary. And the print date, the 50th week of 1950. Alright. Next up is It's a Mystery, Charlie Brown, which is, and by the way, these all have the same looking sides. One side is the Paramount logo, the other has the Peanuts Home Video logo. Anyway, this is from, let me see, 1996, although, oh, hold on, yeah, there's a little card here, by the way. Mail-in offer for our pre-Peanuts collector's pin and a frame as well for your child to put in their picture, should you choose, even though those are probably both expired. tape front. And the print week is the 36th week of 1996. And some of these I have are reprints, by the way, just a heads up. Let's see. Next up is, wait a minute, this one's actually a little out of order here. Hold on, let me see. Is elemental P, QRS, forget it, whatever, I can fix it later. Next up is This Goodbye, Charlie Brown, which is from 1996. Although, there's that, and printed the 26th week of 1996. Oh, and there's another one of those same offer cards here. You know, that was in the last one. Some of these were actually bought sealed, and many of these were bought in lots. Okay, next up is It's an Adventure, Charlie Brown, which was the last one I bought to complete the set, and it was actually the toughest one to get. Some of these are actually very tough to get. This is from 1996. Although there's no end label here, so chances are this is a reprint. Yep, reprinted the 8th week of 2000. Next up is It's Arbor Day, Charlie Brown, which is from 1995. And this is actually a Canadian copy. Not only does it have the Canadian rating sticker, which is still irrelevant, but it also has the Canadian warning. Even though these were bought in the States, someone must have imported them from Canada. Okay, no print logo here. This is odd. Normally the week print is right there. Some of these don't have direct print dates, unless this has a reprint on it. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I think this was printed on... Is that November? No, that can't be it. Well, try and make of this what you will. Okay, just make of that what you will, and maybe you might be able to find the print date, but I have a good feeling this was more than likely a reprint. Oh wait, this might have actually been printed, yeah, fuck it, I don't even know that one. I'm gonna have to relook at that one. Next up, it's Christmas Time Again, Charlie Brown, the sequel to, Charlie Brown Christmas, kind of. And I do believe, this is also another one that had a Canadian copy. It doesn't have the sticker, but it's got the warning, if I remember correctly. From 1996. At least it's an original copy. Printed on the 39th week of 1996. Next up, another rare one. Rare alert. It's The Girl in the Red Truck, Charlie Brown, which is from 1990... No, wait, that's 1995. And this is actually what a lot of people have considered the worst Peanuts special of all time, and for good reason, because it barely focuses on Charlie Brown and friends. Rather, it focuses on Spike, Snoopy's brother, and it has Charles Schultz's daughter in it. What's her name? Jill, I think? Yeah, Jill Schultz. Anyways, this was printed the 50th week of 1995. It's not really good, it's not really memorable, and I kind of wouldn't go out of your way to watch it. I got that one in a lot, actually pretty damn cheap, for like $10, and that's probably a little too much, but the other ones probably made up for it. Okay, next up, Snoopy the Musical. The Snoopy Musical, which was released 1995. This is the first time we actually had a voice for Snoopy. Yeah, first time he really actually ever spoke. And if I remember correctly, he was voiced by Cam Clark, the original voice of Leonardo in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, there's that. There's that. And printed the 23rd week of 1995. Okay, that was stack 1. Now we get to the second stack. Next up is the Big Stuffed Dog, which originally belonged to Laura. This release is from 1996, and this was a pretty weird thing, because what happened in the early 80s was NBC had launched Project Peacock, which essentially was this kind of thing they had where they would sort of adapt these kind of stories, like for primetime stuff, family related. And was a weird one. And this one basically was one of the first ones. I can't find much else about it other than this special, basically. And it was like about this boy who sort of loses his big Snoopy stuffed toy at like an airport, and it goes through a wild journey of its own. It's got some other stars in it too as well. It has like Gordon Jump of WKRP fame and godforsaken, God rest his soul, Abe Vigoda. And this is printed the 26th week of 1996. Next up is What Have We Learned, Charlie Brown? Yeah, Memorial Day Salute. It's basically, about that of sorts. From 1996. Oh dear, no end label, so it's probably a reprint. Printed the 42nd week of 1997. So it's not a late reprint, but it is kind of an early one. Okay, I'm gonna knock that stack down there. Uh-oh, kind of a semi-rare one last time I was trying to get it. Why Charlie Brown, Why? A Peanuts look at a serious subject. This was the one, basically, about the girl who had leukemia. I actually remember watching this. This is from 1995. I remember watching this in elementary school. They showed us this at one point. I could never find it or bother to get it on home media until years later. Okay, printed the 28th week of 1995. And yeah, like I said, this was a little uncommon to get, but I also got this in the same lot with It's the Girl in the Red Truck and some other ones. Okay, next up is 40th Anniversary Celebration. You Don't Look 40, Charlie Brown. $28 or more value inside from Travel Lodge. A gift from Travel Lodge. Like, you could get basically... Like, the thing with it is that you could basically, they would give you this gift if you stayed a certain number of times and then you mailed it. I don't remember directly exactly how it worked. This is from 1994, and I did pick this one up off Amazon. So it has, like, this booklet here of savings and stuff, but off your stay and some other coupons that are all probably expired more than likely, given when this came out. Printed the 24th week of 1994. Yeah. Okay, I gotta try and match up with the hologram there. Next up is Your Good Man, Charlie Brown, which is from 1995, the animated special that was sort of based off the musical they had. Oh yeah, this is definitely a later reprint. No end label, and it has this different kind of style of release, though this different label, how the older ones would be red. This is printed the 31st week of 2000, so you can tell it's a reprint. Okay, last one out of this stack before we get to the clamshells is You're a Good Sport, Charlie Brown, which is from 1996. Another reprint. An early one at that. The 38th week of 1997. Okay, so that's stack number one, which is basically all these. Okay, I'm just gonna take these. I'm gonna have to... Alright, give me a second here. I'm gonna go put these up here at least somewhere. I'm gonna put them down here. Just need to get this other one. Alright, on to the clamshells now. First off, we have I Want a Dog for Christmas, Charlie Brown, which is from 2004. And this is when it became, Peanuts Home Entertainment, or they used that label later on there instead of the home video one, but there's not much of a difference anyways. Yeah, there's that. And a lot of these later ones don't have anything here. Printed the 48th week of 2004. Turn up the music a little. Alright. Next up is Lucy Must Be Traded, Charlie Brown. A brand new Peanuts classic, first time on video. This is from 2004. I think this may have aired, though, in, like, 2003. Don't quote me on that. Printed the 7th week of 2004. God, I love that music. Okay, next up is... It's the Pied Piper, Charlie Brown, which was the last one that Schultz ever worked on before his untimely passing the same year this came out. This is from 2000. This is actually my childhood copy still. This one was printed the 35th week of 2005, but it didn't get released until, like, I think a few months after his death. He died in, like, February of 2000. I don't think it came out until, like, May or whatever. Okay. Next up, it was My Best Birthday Ever, Charlie Brown, which is one of the few ones that have not been re-released on home media, but it's also one of the few that was released straight to home media. This is from 1997. Yay, my own birth year. Lovely. There's that. Aw, no end label, even though it's an original. Printed the 30th week of 1997. That's lame, but I guess they stopped doing those after a while. Next up is a Charlie Brown Christmas, Emmy and Peabody Award winner. This one is from 1996, but my copies... Oh yeah, this is another childhood one. It's a little dirty. I need to clean it up. It still works. I just have to clean this thing up a bit. But this is a 2000 reprint, printed the 40th week of 2000. I think they may have actually bought the set that had all three of them in it, because there's a special box set with this and the next two releases. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Emmy Award winner. What, no Peabody Award to win for this time? Whatever. This is from 96 as well. I actually replaced the case on this with a duplicate I got on the lot, but this is the original tape I've been using for years. Yeah, 40th week, 2000. Chances are it was in the set, but either they've probably lost the sleeve though. Can't find it. And finally, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, which is, oh yeah, no special awards there, but this is from 1996. Nothing here, a little dirty. Okay, no, this is the 32nd week. Yeah, 32nd week of 2000. Next up is, it's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown, which is from 1996. Yeah, there's that. No end label in sight. And printed actually, this is a reprint, yeah. The 5th week of 1998. I'm almost through with the specials, and we can get into everything else. Next up is a Charlie Brown Valentine, which is from 2003. Again, no end label. But this is a reprint, seemingly. The 5th week of 2004. Or it may have been a very late release. No, this is a reprint. Oh, careful there. I got two more for this part. Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown, which is from 1996. And this is a signed one as well. Signed Eric A. on the case and on the cassette, but without the A. Got the end label and printed the 3rd week of 1997. So actually this is a reprint. It's just a late reprint that actually has the end label. Okay, last one of the bunch, or this set. Happy New Year, Charlie Brown, which is from 1996. Honestly, not as good as some of the other specials, if you ask me, but I guess there's still some fun to be had with it. 33rd week of 1995, and some of these do have slipcover variants, but I go for clamshells when applicable. Wait, 1995. Oh, wait, it was a late release and probably didn't get it, so maybe it was 95. Shit. I'm just going by the copyright date that's on here as well. So who knows? Alright, that takes care of the clamshells and all the regular Peanuts specials for that matter. Next, I think we're going to go ahead and move on to these. We're going to move on to the double feature special, which I have these going in reverse order from their original release date, so that'll be fun. Alright, first up. Okay, there it goes. YouTube likes to do that refresh time. First up, Life's a Circus, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy's Getting Married, Charlie Brown, which was the last one of the bunch. It has a release date of 1995. Oh, yeah. Okay. That. And print date of... Actually, the 4th week of 2004. Or not the 4th week. No, the 4th week of 2000. 4th week of 2000. I apologize, folks. Next up is Charlie Brown's All-Stars and Extreme Training Charlie Brown, the pseudo sequel of the bunch from 1995. This one's jammed in there tight. And it is an original. Print date, actually the 9th week of 2006. Yeah. Next up is another uncommon one. Play It Again, Charlie Brown, and She's a Good Skate, Charlie Brown. Ooh, I think I had to pay for a lot to get this one as well. This is from 1995. And front in a print date or print time code, 34th week of 1995. Then we've got What a Nightmare, Charlie Brown, and It's Magic, Charlie Brown, which is from 1995. Okay, that, but reprinted the 37th week of 1998. Next up, I got There's No Time for Love, Charlie Brown, and The Awfulness of Someday You'll Find Her, Charlie Brown, where we really find out that Linus was quite a schmuck for stealing her. Yeah, anyways, this is from 1994. Yeah, that, and printed the 52nd week of 1994. So this was like a later this was like a printed in the last weeks of the year, but didn't release until the year after 95. Okay, next up, You're in Love, Charlie Brown, and It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown, where the kiss happens and basically, yeah, you feel very trippy. Released in 1994. Reprinted the 2nd week of 2000. Yeah, the camera could focus there. Okay. You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown, and It Was a Short Summer, Charlie Brown, from 1994. And not a reprint. Printed the 44th week of 1994. Or the 26th week of 1994? Nah, whatever. At least it was released in 94. Next up, He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown, and It's Flash Beagle, Charlie Brown, from 1994. This was like an early one when they started releasing them. Printed the 8th week of 1994. And finally, the first ever double feature release, You're the Greatest, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy's Reunion. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah, released in 1994. Okay. Turn this down a little. Okay, yeah, 94, that. And printed the, if I could read that, the 6th week of 1994. And that's basically all of the double features. Let's go on. I don't know. Let's just do the Snoopy and Charlie Brown show next. Now, I should mention one thing. I bought this entire lot sealed The VHSs each have a price tag of $9.99 on them, though, but the whole lot was bought for $60. So I saved a bit of money than what it would have been if I bought them all individually. There's 9 volumes of these, and these are all sealed. They have not been opened, and I don't know when I'm going to open them. Again, we'll go in reverse order. Volume 9, Peppermint Patty's School Days and Sally's Sweet Baboo. And because of this, I can't open them up exactly, so to tell you the print date. Maybe in a future video I may, I don't know. Volume 8, Snoopy's Brother Spike and Snoopy's Robot. And that one was from 90... That last one was from 95. Much like this one. Volume 7. It's That Team Spirit, Charlie Brown and Snoopy and the Giants. Released in 1995. Probably all of these may have been, or at least most of them, the first half of this set. Next up's Volume 6, Snoopy's Football Career and Chaos in the Classroom. From 1995. Next up, I got Volume 5, Snoopy the Psychiatrist and Lucy versus the World. Oh, you mean already that she wasn't already against the world? Certainly against the rest of us. 1995. Let's see, Volume 4, Snoopy Team Manager and Lucy Loves Schroeder, which is from 1994. So yeah, the first half was released in 94, the second half 95. Next up, Volume 3, Snoopy, Man's Best Friend and the Lost Ballpark. From 1994. Snoopy, Charlie Brown, should I get yet? Snoopy's Catfight, Linus and Lucy, aka the theme where they got it from, the name of the iconic theme. Do I even need to say when this was re-released? Nah. And last one of this set here, You Can't Win Charlie Brown and Linus' Security Blanket. Yeah, 94. And that is basically the entire Snoopy and Charlie Brown show set. Alright, I'll wait for the music to kick in for the next one here before we have 2 sets left, people. Bear with me, we're almost there. Alright, next up is the This Is America Charlie Brown set. First up, The Great Inventors, Volume 1, which is from 1994. I've not actually watched any of these, any of the This Is America Charlie Brown stuff, but I probably will at some point. I think I've at least seen one of the specials before on TV, just not the rest of these. Okay, the 6th week of 1994. Next up, Volume 2, the Wright Brothers at Kitty Hawk, which is from 1994. Again, this was an early one that they released, but it was reprinted the 35th week of 2002. Next up, The Building of the Transcontinental Railroad, Volume 3, which is from 1994, but reprinted. Wait, where's the code? It's not there. Is it? I think it's on the side here. The 9th week of... The camera will focus. Please? Come on. It's the 9th week of 2005. The camera is refusing to focus. Yeah, there it goes. 9th week of 2005. Sometimes this is one of the few reprints that doesn't have it in the usual spot. Okay, this is the one I remember seeing. Volume 4, The Mayflower Voyagers, because they rerun this... Yeah, after Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. It's from 1994. But yet another goddamn reprint, might I add. And another one where the print code's not here. Okay, there it is. The 12th week of 2005. Wow, you focused this time properly, but not the last. Oops. Okay, next up is the only other one that I bothered to watch, NASA Space Station. which is volume 5 from 1995. Volume 595, yeah. Printed the 4th week of 2000. Next up is The Birth of the Constitution, volume 6, which was from 1995, but reprinted the 23rd week of 2002. Next up is volume 7, The Smithsonian and the Presidency, which is from 1995. Printed the 26th week of 2001. Yeah. And last one of the bunch, The Music and Heroes of America, volume 8, the last one of the bunch. And I should mention that set with the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show is every episode of it ever as well. This one's from 1995 as well, but reprinted. Damn it, it's here, isn't it? Yep, the 12th week of 2005. Ain't that about a bitch? Okay, and finally, we have the movies. The last 4 movies. I should mention the double features, the Charlie Brown and Snoopy show, and the This Is America Charlie Brown stuff only ever came in slipcovers. Alright, last set of the bunch, the 4 movies. First, I have Snoopy Come Home, Paramount Family Favorites label, through CBS Video, co-join release through CBS Video, because they re-got the rights back, actually. This is from 2001. See, originally, for some weird reason, Fox actually had the rights. Yeah, Fox had the rights to this on home video throughout the 90s, but in 2001, Paramount got the rights back to it and re-released it. This is from the 48th week of 2001. Let me just put these back here. Next up is A Boy Named Charlie Brown. Again, Paramount Family Favorites label, joint release through CBS Video. This is the first theatrical one, the one that started it all. Also from 2001, because Fox also had the rights to this one too. And printed... Oh, this is a reprint, though. The 3rd week of 2003. Reprinted then. Okay. Wait. Knock it back down. There we go. Next up is Bon Voyage, Charlie Brown, and Don't Come Back. Paramount Family Favorites label. Not co-released through CBS Video. From 1996. And I do believe this is an original, actually. Yeah, so it has the original acid trip warning screen. Or maybe, was that the other one? I don't remember. Because some of these I've got duplicates of through lots that I've all flown to my grandparents. Because that's how I watched Peanut specials. Like, because they got them, at least what they did back in the day. Okay, yeah, 47th week of 1996. Well, that has that date, but I do believe it still just has the original warning. Alright, I will stop the music here, because the last one we have is Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown. Paramount Family Favorites label. This is from 1996. There's this. There's that. Originally, yeah, the 47th week of 1994, but this wasn't always the original copy I had, because this one, clamshell, because this also came in a slipcover variant. But the same one where I got in the lot with Why Charlie Brown Why and what was it? Yeah, it's the girl in the red truck. It wasn't in the best of condition. Basically, it had this whole side torn and that ruined it, but it was in a lot, so I guess I couldn't really complain. And this one I think is a reprint. Yeah, 27th week of 2000. This one's a reprint. The other one I have is the original, but offload that one to them. That's pretty much the entire collection. Whew! A good whopping 35 or so minutes of this. I don't know. I haven't seen any other videos of a complete collection before on YouTube. I don't know if anyone else has one, so I might at least be the first person documented to have one. And if not, well, at least I could say I have. I am planning on watching What I Haven't at some point soon. I just haven't had time to because I've been a busy boy with life and all that jazz. I've got some other stuff up in the works, but I just wanted to do this one-off side little thing here for fun. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.